This video is brought to you by Lit Pro Vision. Stay tuned till the end of the video for a special promotion through my channel. Riders and fans, is Jett Lawrence, the untouchable, on the brink of breaking? Hunter and Sexton both smell blood in the water. It is up to Jett to shut them down as quickly as possible. Look what he does at the end of Moto 2 with 2 laps to go. He comes around this right-hander and he looks behind him. He looks at his brother to see where he's at. You can see him turn his head right here, go, I'm not dropping my brother. My brother is still 1 second behind me. And when you look back, you are not looking forward. To me, this tells me that he is nervous about his brother. Look what happens just moments later. He almost crashes. That bike kicks sideways and it almost puts him on the ground. He is pushing at this moment. Yes, there's lots of talk about Jett. After almost tattooing himself at Hangtown, he is making more mistakes. Yes, he still could be sore and maybe he has a bigger injury than we are aware of. Anyway, there's other riders that are capitalizing on that in the forms of Hunter and Sexton. Yes, there's no argument here that Jett is still the faster rider, but looking back is never a good sign. We've seen it happen time and time again with Reed, with Carmichael, with Stewart. Once there is blood in the water, these guys are going to jump all over it, and that was exactly what happened at Lakewood with Sexton. He came out swinging multiple times. Here's him jumping, trying to get to the lead, jumping a little double and almost putting Hunter off the track. This is leftover animosity from Supercross. These guys just got in it with each other a few weeks ago inside a stadium, and now they're outdoors. The level of respect continues. They are competing for a championship here, and Sexton is pushing the limits of his motorcycle. He ends up crashing in a section in Moto 1, and he ends up losing a bunch of points and losing the points lead to Hunter, ironically, after almost taking him out inside a Moto 2. Good thing Hunter is a strong SOB. He's able to still continue keep it on 2 wheels. And here we have the most notable section that I let everyone know while I was there at press day. Sexton goes up the inside and jumps and is leaned too far over and either catches his foot peg or just washes the front end because he's not all the way on top of the downside of this corner. And he's given Justin Cooper too much room here just in case things go bad. And I'll compare this to Deegan here in just a little bit because Deegan didn't give Tom Vialle near as much room as Sexton gave Justin here. There it is in real time, and we'll show it from another angle because Vialle got it as well. But here, from the side view, Sexton is setting up the pass, but he's, again, too far leaned over, and it's either that foot peg or just simply the front wheel washes out and he bounces. If he was more straight up and down, he would have been able to maintain his trajectory and make the pass on Cooper and probably win the moto. Here is Vital's version of it. And if I slow it down, we can see how far over he is. It looks like he lands straight onto his rear brake foot and foot peg, and that's what ends up kicking that bike sideways. And boom, gets stopped in the rut on the outside, and Cooper, luckily he was farther behind him, or that could have been incredibly bad. If we compare that to Deegan, Deegan is jumping and he's keeping the motorcycle more straight. He's headed straight for Tom as like a block pass. And here, he didn't even clear the jump as well as Sexton. And Sexton is more outside in to try to hold on to that inside line, and he can't. Deegan, on the other hand, almost jumps completely straight. And here, just a lap before he made the pass on Tom, he shows Tom the little secret, and Tom doesn't decide to cover that line because this was a tell-all right here that Deegan was going to set up the pass for the next lap. Tom left the door open. Here we are just one lap later, and he makes the pass stick. Deegan almost goes down like Sexton by bouncing, and it looks as if they're hitting their foot pegs here. But here, this is after the small little bounce. Tom Vialle just gets out of the way. He doesn't even try because Deegan is just taking the line purely from him. And it was a really good battle there till the very end where Tom Vialle tried to come in on Deegan, and Tom is just keeping it too nice. If he's wanting to beat Deegan, he's going to have to play some of his games. Here, he comes in, and if he came in with intention to push Deegan out of the way, he would have made the pass stick. But instead, he came in with intention to block him, not take him down, and it ended up taking himself down. And if we look just back from the previous pass, is Tom has already decided to get out of the way from this point on, and he just gives the line to Deegan. He probably could have stayed on the track here, but he just got out of the way. Just got out of the complete way. And that's not how you're going to be able to race somebody that's as aggressive as Deegan. We saw Sexton try to race super aggressive, and it ended up putting him on the ground a few times. And Deegan has no problem with riding the edge of his seat, and he's going to make mistakes. He's proven it 2 weekends in a row, and he's taken himself out. This time was different, though. He was able to catch back up and keep the win streak alive that he just started over from Moto 1. But that might not always work out for him. Sexton, on the other hand, has been taking himself out, and he can't do that if he's going to race against the likes of Hunter and also Jett Lawrence. Tom Vialle, in all honesty, should have known that that was the faster line, was to jump on top of the corner. However, Tom rides a lot like, I would say, Hunter, where he's not going to risk the biscuit. He is a progressive rider. He's going to stay smooth. He's going to be there for the longevity. He's going to be relatively consistent, where Deegan is much more aggressive. I would say he rides a lot like Sexton in this championship, where these guys are going to push the envelope constantly, and sometimes it's going to work out for him, and when it does, you're going to have an epic last to first place type of a ride. When it doesn't, well, you're going to be in that 5th, 6th place type deal. And part of the reason why these factory teams know that these lines are faster is because they've got a program called Dartfish, and it's very expensive, but for us mere mortals and consumers and the privateers and the amateur motocross community, if there's something you're looking to guaranteed go faster, that is Lit Pro's new program called Vision, where you can overlay 2 different videos and you can find out which one is faster. You can use your own riding for different lines, or you could use lines from your competition. Either work. It's very simple to do from your iPhone. Here, when I was at press day, I did it for Kitchen and Hunter for these 2 lines. And if we start off here, I can go slower, and I'll go over this a little bit more in depth here. You can have Hunter on the left-hand side and Kitchen on the right-hand side, and you can see which one ultimately is faster. Well, this was a little confusing because right off the bat, you have Kitchen's line being slower because he's having to slow down, he's having to set up and having to get ready to seat bounce this corner bump to get on top of there. But Hunter is going wide. He's using up more track. And by the time Kitchen gets on top of it, it's all of a sudden going to be faster by a couple tenths, which is incredible. And this can be sent right to your fingertips just with your iPhone app. And if you want a discount or a 2-week free trial, you can use my code HOPPER, and I will have that in the description down below, so make sure you go check that out. And guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification icon. I've got more videos planned for next week, and as always, keep it WFO. Ba-ra-da-da-da-da-da.